Hi guys, welcome to Fulton Street Beats. That little introduction you just saw was a $78 Les Paul build kit that I got from eBay. 78 bucks. And looking back at that, it's probably the best 78 bucks I've ever spent. And I learned a lot doing that guitar build. And I learned that you can think outside of the box a little bit and don't be afraid to make mistakes because they're pretty much usually correctable. Almost all the time. So, what have I done to that Les Paul? Well, it started out really beautiful. I'll put a picture here of what it looked like. And then I changed it to what you see here, which is relic. Why? Because I use it as my bang around guitar. It's kind of my little studio guitar, and I play to a lot of backing tracks with it. And if it gets bumped around, I don't cry. And if they're too pretty, it get all bent out of shape. And I needed to experiment to do a relic anyhow. And I may have over-reliced it, but man, it's got character and it's so cool and I love it and that's all that matters, right? And it sounds good. I think it sounds pretty decent. Now, all the electronics are stock. That's what came with the guitar itself. And so there's nothing upgraded there, but I did wax pot the pickups because they were slightly microphonic. And I wanted to get rid of that, even though that's not a big issue for me. I wanted to experiment doing my own wax potting, and it turned out beautiful. As far as the tailpiece and the bridge go, I did change those. It does have a roller bridge on it, and it does have Geiger tuners on it. So 78 bucks, then you add in, I think it was 42 bucks for the tuners. There's 110. I got about $130, $140 in that total, and it's an amazing playing guitar. Then we have this Jackson Rhoads V. That is also amazing. How are they going to compare to each other? But better yet, how are they going to compare to the gem that is behind me? We're going to compare that one too. That I got over $1,000 in DiMarzio Dark Matters, and that is also a very beautiful guitar. And we're going to skip through this video. This is kind of recorded in pieces because I was trying to make time to do this video. So if it seems a bit choppy, I apologize. And this backing track that I'm using, I only played to it a few times, so I'm not familiar with the changes. I'm just winging it. But we're just going to get a general sound. Now, this guitar does best at low tuning, and it's a shredding guitar. The Gem does really well at low tuning also, but it's an inside-the-box guitar. It does certain things really well, and it does certain things not so well. So let's see how they all compare, and you guys tell me what you think. Please don't judge my playing because I suck. But you can get an idea of what these guitars sound like. And without any further ado, here we go, starting with the Jackson. So you get kind of an idea there of what that sounds like. And I think it's a pretty cool sounding guitar. I don't know about that backing track, but it's a pretty cool sounding guitar. But we're going to swap this out real quick. We're going to grab the Les Paul. the $78 Les Paul, and let's see what that. I mean, it does sound like a Les Paul. So, all right, so we're gonna turn this down. So the funny thing about this is I always have a hard time finding the jack. Now this is relic. So this is a pretty cool guitar, and I got a Gibson logo on it. I made it myself. Isn't that cool? And it's relic. It's beat up, and I wanted it as my bang around guitar. So who wants a pretty guitar that's going to get beat up? So I figured let's beat it up on its own for $78. Let's over relic it, and that's what I did. But man, it's got a really nice neck. It's got a really nice fretboard. It's nice and thin. It stays in tune, probably better than any guitar I own. But it does have kind of expensive Geikers on it, locking tuners. And they work really, really well. So let's repeat and see what we can do here with this backing track again. And we'll try to bring it in the same way. And we'll turn it on here. And I'm just hitting a random note. That's better. So there you go. That's a quick one. And yeah, there's a lot of mess up. Now, I'm the first to admit this does not play as well as the Jackson, but it's a fun guitar. It's a Jimmy Page sloppy Les Paul. And that's how I can... It's like when you miss a note, for some reason the harmonic still makes it sound halfway decent. It's like, if you've ever heard a Jimmy Page track that's isolated for him, how sloppy his guitar sounds, and that's what you get with this. But it's a cool sounding rock and roll guitar, and I really like it. It does play well. Don't get me wrong, it does play well. But we'll try the same thing, and we're going to do it with the Gem. Now the Gem, I must say, is an animal of it's a different bird. Let's grab it. So we're going to, okay, there she is. Beautiful Gem Guitar Kit World. Look at this thing. This is a beautiful guitar. I'm not going to be able to play this as well because I'm all tangled up here, and I don't have a strap on this one that holds it in place when I'm sitting down. That's a pet peeve of mine. But good looking guitar. Guitar Kit World, phenomenal kits. And guys, I got another one coming. Going to be here any day. A 7-string hollow body build that I'm going to be doing. And Guitar Kit World was kind enough to send that over. And I can't wait to build that thing because, man, does it look cool. Les Paul style 7-string semi-hollow. But look at their kits. And I did upgrade the electronics in this. That's not saying their electronics were bad. That's saying that I just wanted, this kit was so well done in the trim and in the neck and just everything that I decided to put the money into it. There's over, like I said, over $1,000 in this guitar. But does it sound better than the Jackson and the $78, well, $100, what I got into it, eBay guitar kit? or does the Jackson take the cake? I have a feeling I know which one's going to win, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's check it out. Let's. Okay, so there you have it. There's the gem. Thanks for watching Fulton Street Beats. I'm going to leave this one up to you guys. You guys tell me which one sounds the best and put it in the comment section below. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.